You want to get lean, but you don't want to look small. You want abs, but you also want shoulders. You want the stomach flat, but you don't want your shirts fitting looser. Good, because here's what nobody in the fitness space wants to admit. Starving yourself doesn't just fail, it actively works against you. You lose the muscle that makes you look athletic. Your metabolism slows down, and you end up right back where you started, just weaker. And bulking, eating everything in sight and hoping for the best, that's just gaining fat with extra steps. What you actually need isn't more motivation. You don't need another 6 a.m. alarm or a hype playlist. You need macro clarity. Let's break this down the right way. Step 1. Identify your actual physique goal. Most people say they want to lose weight, and that's exactly why most people stay stuck. Lose weight is vague. The scale is vague. Your body weight on any given morning is influenced by water, food volume, hormones, and sleep, not just fat. Chasing a number on a scale without a clear target is like driving without a destination. You'll burn gas and go nowhere. So let's get specific. Do you want to lose body fat while maintaining the muscle you've already built? Recompose, simultaneously losing fat and gaining muscle at roughly the same time. Or add lean muscle while staying relatively lean. No sloppy bulk, no spare tire. These aren't just different goals. They're 3 different macro setups, 3 different calorie targets, and 3 different training emphases. If you skip this step, your nutrition will fight itself. 1 week you're in a deficit, the next you're overeating to fuel a workout, and your body just stays exactly the same. No progress, no direction. Define the goal first. Everything else follows. Step 2. Calories decide direction. Macros decide composition. This is the concept that clears up years of confusion in about 30 seconds. Calories are the gas pedal. They determine whether your body is gaining, losing, or maintaining. That part is basic thermodynamics, and it's non-negotiable. But macros? Macros determine what changes, and that distinction is everything. If you're in a large deficit, but your protein is too low and you're not lifting, yes, you'll lose weight, but a significant portion of that weight will be muscle. So you'll step on the scale and see a smaller number, but what you'll actually see in the mirror is someone who looks softer, flatter, and less defined. You'll be lighter, but you won't look better. That's not a win. At Coach Valor, we don't chase lighter. We chase leaner and stronger. And that requires being precise about both how much you eat and what that food is made of. Step 3. Protein is non-negotiable. If there is one thing you take from this entire video, let it be this step. If you want to build or preserve muscle while leaning out, protein is where you start every single time. Before you even think about carbs or fats, protein gets set first. The target: 1 gram per pound of body weight. If you weigh 180 pounds, you're eating 180 grams of protein. Not because it's a trend, not because some influencer said so, because the science and the real-world results back it up repeatedly. Here's why protein is the anchor of your entire nutrition plan. In a calorie deficit, your body is always looking for fuel. Without enough protein, it will pull from muscle tissue. High protein intake acts as a shield. It signals your body to preserve lean mass even when calories are low. When you're lifting and trying to build, protein provides the amino acids your muscles need to repair and grow after training. You can't build a house without materials. Protein also keeps you full. It has the highest satiety of any macronutrient, which means a high-protein diet is dramatically easier to stick to than a low-protein one. Hunger is what kills most diets. Protein manages hunger. And finally, protein has the highest thermic effect of food, meaning your body burns more calories just digesting it compared to fats or carbs. Around 20 to 30% of protein calories are used in the digestion process itself. Set protein first, build everything else around it. Step 4. Set fats for hormonal stability. This is the macro most people butcher when they decide to get serious about their diet. The logic seems reasonable on the surface. Fat has 9 calories per gram, so cutting fat means cutting calories fast. And if fat loss is the goal, cutting calories is the move, right? The problem is that dietary fat isn't just a calorie source, it's a raw material. Your body uses fat to produce hormones, testosterone, estrogen, cortisol, and others that directly impact your ability to train hard, recover, build muscle, and burn fat. Cut fats too low, and your hormonal environment state. What happens next isn't subtle. Energy levels drop, sometimes dramatically. Libido takes a hit. Your mood becomes harder to manage, and your performance in the gym, the very thing driving your physique forward, falls off a cliff. Fats should sit at around 0.3 to 0.4 grams per pound of body weight. That's enough to keep your hormones functioning, support joint health, absorb fat-soluble vitamins, and maintain general well-being. It's not excessive, it's functional. Just be mindful of the math. Fat is 9 calories per gram, compared to 4 calories per gram for both protein and carbs. A few tablespoons of peanut butter, some olive oil, and a handful of nuts adds up very quickly. Track it. Respect the density. Don't fear fat, but don't ignore it either. Step 5. Carbs are a tool, not the enemy. Now we get to the macro everyone has an emotional relationship with. Carbs have been blamed for obesity, inflammation, fat gain, and just about every other health problem in modern society. And the diet industry has made billions off that fear. Here's the reality. Carbs aren't the problem. What most people don't realize is that carbohydrate tolerance isn't primarily genetic, it's muscular. Muscle tissue is your body's primary storage site for glycogen, the form carbohydrates take once your body processes them. The more lean muscle mass you carry, the more carbohydrate storage capacity you have. More storage means less spillover. Less spillover means fewer carbs being converted to fat. This is the insight that should change how you think about your entire training life. If you want to eat more carbs without them negatively impacting your physique, build more muscle, train hard, progressive overload, increase your lean mass over time. As you do, your body becomes more metabolically flexible. It handles carbohydrates more efficiently. It stores them better. It uses them faster. So instead of cutting carbs forever, focus on earning them. The more muscle you build, the more carbohydrate your body can handle and actually put to work fueling your training, recovering your muscles, and keeping your performance high. Carbs aren't the enemy. Low muscle mass is. Step 6. Macro ratios by goal. Alright, here's where everything comes together. Based on your goal, here's how to structure your numbers. If your goal is fat loss while maintaining muscle, set protein at 1 gram per pound of body weight, fats at 0.3 grams per pound. Fill your remaining calories with carbohydrates. Run a deficit of 300 to 500 calories below your maintenance level. This is a slow cut, and that's intentional. A slow cut preserves strength, preserves muscle, and keeps your metabolism from tanking. Patience here pays dividends later. If your goal is body recomposition, this is the sweet spot for most people who aren't yet at an advanced training level. Protein at 1 gram per pound. Fats at 0.3 to 0.4 grams per pound. Moderate carbohydrates. Calories sitting right around maintenance. The key variable here isn't food, it's training. You have to lift heavy and progressively overload consistently. Your body will use the protein to build and the slight caloric flexibility to burn. It's slower than a dedicated bulk or cut, but you stay lean the whole time and come out the other side with a better body composition overall. If your goal is lean muscle gain, protein at 1 gram per pound. Fats at 0.3 grams per pound. Carbohydrates on the higher end to fuel training and recovery. Run a modest surplus of 200 to 300 calories above maintenance. Small, intentional, controlled. If you can't see your abs within 4 to 6 weeks of starting, you're eating too much. The goal is to build muscle, not fat, and a small surplus is all your body needs to do that. Step 7. The reality about getting lean. Let's dismantle a few myths before they derail your progress. Getting lean is not zero carbs. Zero carbs doesn't make you lean. It makes you flat, tired, and miserable. Carbs fuel your training, and your training is what shapes your body. Getting lean is not zero fats. We've covered this. Low fat destroys your hormonal environment and kills your performance. Getting lean is not 6 hours of cardio. Cardio has a place, but you cannot outrun a poorly structured diet. And excessive cardio without adequate protein and recovery will eat into your muscle mass. Getting lean is controlled calories. Enough of a deficit to move body fat, but not so aggressive that your muscle goes with it. It's high protein, every single day, without exception. It's heavy lifting with progressive overload, giving your body a reason to keep its muscle. And it's consistency, not perfection, but showing up repeatedly over weeks and months. You don't need to suffer to see results. You need to be precise. Step 8. Why most people fail. It's not lack of effort. Most people who fail at transforming their body were trying hard. They changed everything at once. New diet, new training split, new sleep schedule, new supplements, all at the same time. When something doesn't work, they have no idea what to fix because they changed too many variables simultaneously. They tried to be perfect, and the moment they had one bad meal or one missed workout, they decided the whole week was ruined and started over Monday. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Consistency beats perfection every time. They eliminated the foods they actually enjoy. They made their diet a punishment. And after a few weeks of white-knuckling through meals they hate, they quit. A sustainable physique plan includes foods you like. It just accounts for them. At Coach Valor, we don't build physiques on extremes. We don't build them on suffering. We build them on discipline and math. Show up, hit your numbers, train hard, do it again tomorrow. The closing truth: you don't get lean by eating less. You get lean by eating correctly. You don't build muscle by eating more. You build muscle by giving your body a reason to grow, and then the materials to do it. This isn't complicated once you understand it, but it does require intention. Every meal either supports your goal or it doesn't. Not in a guilt-driven way, in a mathematical way. Train hard, set protein first, respect fats, earn your carbs. Do that for 12 weeks consistently, without chasing perfection, just precision. The mirror will respond. Stay disciplined, stay strong, train smarter, real results.